Hello, welcome to the Revero Success Story Podcast. I'm Tracy, your host and a coach here at Revero. I'm here today with Larry, and he's going to share with us his success on the carnivore diet. Hi, Larry. Thank you for coming.
All right. Hey, thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Awesome. So can you start out by telling me what was your health conditions and your foods that you ate before you came to carnivore?
Yeah, so I was doing the traditional turkey breast, chicken, chicken patties, and just high protein, low fat. Of course there was some sugar as well, obviously, but a lot of processed foods, like heavily processed, and so that's kind of the diet I was on, the traditional, or kind of what we're led to believe, the low fat, because fat's so bad for you, right?
Oh yeah, right. Good fats are good.
Yeah.
So
they are. They are.
Did you have any health conditions going on, or did you just decide?
So I had some minor stuff. I've had about 33 broken bones, and so there was a lot of there was some inflammation and some stiffness and just pain. I just thought it was because I was over 40, and when I changed to the carnivore diet, it wasn't maybe a couple of weeks, and I felt so much better, and the longer I did it, the better I feel. Even now, it's been about 2.5 years, and I feel better than 10 years ago, really, as far as my body goes. As far as the inflammation and the stiffness, with all the body trauma and the broken bones I'd had, and so yeah, it totally changed the way I feel.
Wow, so that's a lot of broken bones. So you're
I got 28 of them all at once.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm doing great now. Yeah, I'm doing great. I go to the gym a few times a week. Work is fine. I have a little bit of a physical job at work, so it's no problem there.
Wow. So you've been doing carnivore for quite a long time then. That's really cool.
Yeah, 2.5 years. So basically, I was at my little gym in Alabama, and I got finished with weights, and then I did, I think, 30 minutes of cardio, kind of the traditional thing. And there was a lady there. She's probably at least 10 years older than me. And she was, a small lady, really trim and fit. And she asked what diet I was on. I was like, well, not a real good one. Okay. So she told me about the carnivore diet, and she told me about Dr. Baker. And I watched some videos and did about a week of research, actually. And I would watch Dr. Baker's some of his YouTube stuff, and then I would look up what he talked about as far as sugar and how bad it is for you and being inflammatory. And I did a lot of homework, and then I went and bought a bunch of red meat and kind of never turned back. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds cool that you found this and through somebody at your gym. That's really neat.
Yeah, it sure was. Yeah.
Yeah. So did you have any transitional issues from going from the standard American or?
Yeah, so I did not. Probably I remember the first 2 or 3 days, I kind of went through. I just felt like something was different, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this at least a week, and then it turned into let's go a month. And it was so easy, and it is so easy and low maintenance for me. About 2 months after I started it, I didn't mean to, but I started doing the OMAD, the once every 24 hours. And I did that when I was on vacation, and I just got busy. I was like, man, it's been 24 hours. So then I started looking into that, and that's kind of where I'm at now. I've been doing that for about 2 years. The 1 meal a day, about 2 pounds of red meat, most of the time every 24 hours. And that works for me. That's kind of the timeline of when I eat.
Oh, okay. So did you didn't get any tiredness or any other symptoms that came up? So you just transitioned really well?
I did. Yeah, I did. So I started out eating maybe 2 or 3 times a day, and I would do scrambled eggs and bacon, and then maybe a steak at at the end of the day. And I just started kind of tweaking it down a little bit more. Where I do now, I do either steak or hamburger meat or a little bit of both. It depends on my budget, actually. So most of the time it's steak, but it's easy. It is honestly the easiest thing for me that I've ever done as far as my health goes.
Yes, I agree. It's so simple. So can you tell me, how did your health conditions change as you went into carnivore and throughout the 2 years?
Yeah. So probably the first 6 weeks, I dropped 18 or 20 pounds. Of course, that felt better. My strength did not diminish. Uh, about a year into it, I kind of plateaued a little bit, and then I guess you go back earlier this year, 6 months. 6 months ago, I really started tweaking more of my diet as far as being more strict and increasing my water intake, being more active in the gym, and it really just keeps getting better. I mean, to be 48 and to be able to do some of the stuff I can do and feel as good as I do, it definitely works for me.
Yeah, okay, that sounds great. So what do you typically eat in a day? I know you said you have hamburger and you have steak. Do you include any
Right.
dairy? Do you have coffee?
So I will have black coffee, and nothing in it. It's bitter or whatever. I just use it for the caffeine. Uh, so I will do some cheese. I'll include cheese. I'll include that daily. Probably not cheese. Probably 3 times a week. It really doesn't affect it either way. I know by doing my homework with Dr. Baker that getting that ribeye or hamburger meat, the fatty red meat, pound and a half, 2 pounds, that I'm not going to be hungry for 24 hours. I've done some 48-hour fast. I even did a 72-hour fast just to see if I could, and those were easy too. When I go over 48 hours, I probably won't go to the gym if I go that long. But normally, just on a 24-hour OMAD type schedule, I'll go to the gym. Yeah.
Wow, cool. So what does your family think of your new way of eating?
Yeah. So I'm the only one that does it. So it's really just my parents and siblings. I'm not married or anything. I don't have any kids or whatever. So they know it works for me, and they're a little leery and skeptical. My parents are a little bit older, so my mom's on a blood thinner. I believe my dad is too, and they know 100% for sure that it works for me, and they do support me doing it. I don't have anyone in my family that has wanted to try it. Now there's been a couple of coworkers that have messed around with it some, but as far as full on doing it the way I do and it being my lifestyle, I'm kind of a lone wolf right now.
Wow, that's awesome though. I
Yeah.
mean, they don't give you a hard time, so that's a good thing. And
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, they may aggravate just a little bit, but not a real hard time. I mean, they know for sure it works because they know what I look like, and they know what I look like with my shirt off, and they know how old I am, and so yeah, there's the kind of the proof is in the pudding,
right,
type thing.
right.
That they know it works for me. They don't really want to try it, but they know it works for me.
Yeah. So do you feel like your bones got stronger and your muscles from eating meat?
So absolutely my muscles without a doubt, because I actually only lift maybe 2 days a week, and uh, so it is it's so hard to sometimes put into words. But as far as my joints, I feel so much better the way I can move, the way I can move around. Of course, being 50 pounds lighter has something to do with that too. But without a doubt, as far as my muscles go, I give a lot of the credit to the way I eat, because, like I said, I only lift maybe 2 days a week. So to kind of look like I do and feel like I do. It is honestly the easiest thing I've ever done for my health. Yeah, without a doubt.
Wow. That's great. So if somebody's considering going to try this carnivore lifestyle, do you have like a best tip that you would give them?
Absolutely. My tip would be to do your homework and to do your homework on not only Dr. Baker's videos, but do some digging into sugar and what it does to our bodies, and how easily accessible sugar is. I mean, even if you go into a convenience store, it's nothing but sugar and candy bars, and even the soft drinks are loaded with sugar. So the way in my mind it works is, yeah, I eat a lot of red meat, but it's also about what I don't eat and what a person cuts out. If you cut out a lot of processed foods, a lot of drive-through type foods, you cut that sugar out, you're going to feel better. Carnivore works for me. I would encourage anybody to do a lot of homework on our ancestors, as Dr. Baker talks about, 20, 30,000 years ago, what they ate, what the biggest, strongest humans historically have eaten, and what the smallest humans on the planet, their diet too. So it is something I would, as far as maybe someone was just becoming diabetic and they wanted to make a change, I would strongly encourage them to try this, to try it, because everyone's budget is different. So mine allows me to eat mostly steak. Someone else's budget could go the route of hamburger meat. I have covered a lot of ground and made a lot of progress eating hamburger meat. Just eat 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds at a time kind of works for me.
Yeah, keep it simple. It's all so nice that we can just eat meat. And you'd think we'd get tired of meat, wouldn't you?
Yeah. It's kind of a trade-off, as far as I go. It's easy, and I guess me living my lifestyle, being single, living alone, it's super easy because nobody's going to bring anything tempting into my home, right? But yeah, if someone really wanted to make a change, for their health, I just so happen to have dropped 50 pounds. I don't know that this diet is always conducive to that, but then I think you get back into, what are you cutting out? Okay, we're going all red meat. Well, we're cutting sugar out, and we're cutting some of the canola oils and some of the heavily processed soy products that we put in our body. Our bodies aren't built for that. That's just a matter of homework. That's not a matter of opinion. Our bodies aren't made for a bunch of heavily processed foods. So it definitely works for me. Yeah, I love it. I'm not planning on changing anytime soon.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm the same way. Well, thank you so much, Larry, for coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. Yeah, anytime. I appreciate it.
Oh, we appreciate you coming. So you have a great day.
Yes, ma'am. You too. I appreciate it.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Join Revero.health for a 30-day free trial to get access to live Q&A with VIP guests, social community meetings, member discounts, low-carb healthcare providers list, forum, workouts, monthly challenges, early access to podcasts, recipes, carnivore diet guide, fasting guide, shred guide, and much more.